Unit number 6, multiple integral and its applications. This unit consists of 7 different parts. They are double integration, triple integration, area under the curve, volume under the surface, root mean square value, moment of inertia, and last is center of gravity. So the first two, double integration and triple integration, are the most important part, where we'll understand how to solve a double and triple integral. And then from the area onward, we want to study different applications of the double and triple integration, namely area, volume, RMS value, moment of inertia, and center of gravity. So we'll start with the first part, double integration. So already we know what the single integration is. Suppose we want to find area under the curve y equal to f of x, which is bounded by the line x equal to a and x equal to b. Then the area is given by single integral, integration of f of x dx, integration from x equal to a to b. Okay, now understand where the double integration is required. Suppose again our aim is to find area only, but area bounded by y equal to f1x and y equal to f2x, and x equal to a to x equal to b. Understand the difference. In previous integral, the lower limit of y was y equal to 0. Now in this case, the lower limit of y is f1x. So whenever lower limit is different from y equal to 0, it is somewhat difficult to solve the integral by single integral. So the double integration is used. So integrand is 1. Integration from limits are y equal to f1x to y equal to f2x. These are the limits of y. And x equal to a to x equal to b. Integration with respect to y first, dy and then dx. Understand that the innermost limits are limits of y and they are the functions of x. Whenever we are integrating with respect to y, x will be constant. After integration with respect to y will be replaced by f1x and f2x. So ultimately function of x only will remain, and then we have to integrate the single integral with respect to x by our usual method of integration. At this moment we wonder why the double integration is required, and then what is the meaning of whatever integrand is. Okay, so to understand that, we'll go through one of the application of double integration. So our aim is to find a mass of a lamina. Okay, so we have a plane lamina which is bounded by y equal to f1x to y equal to f2x and x equal to a to x equal to b. Our aim is to find mass of this lamina, and fortunately see, the density of this lamina at different point is not same. So the density rho is given by function f of xy. So mass of this lamina having the density rho equal to f of xy is given by, this is the formula, m equal to integration from x equal to a to b. Limits of y are f1x to f2x, and integrand is density f of xy dy dx. Okay, so this is one of the application of double integration. Now we'll go through few points that we should know about the double integration. So again, you consider the double integration like this: integration of f of xy dy dx. Limits of y are g1x to g2x. Limits of x are x equal to a to b. Understand that the integrand means integration of f of xy over the area bounded by g1x to g2x and x equal to a to x equal to b. 1. Second, outer limits are always constant numbers. They may be limits of x, as in this case, or they may be limits of y. Whereas the inner limits, 3 different options are there. They may be constant, they may be function of x, or they may be function of y. Right, here we have to integrate with respect to y first and then with respect to x. We can change the order. We can integrate with respect to x first and then with respect to y. We want to study examples of this type also. So examples of type number 1, direct evaluation. So example is like this: evaluate integration from 0 to 1, 0 to y, xy dx dy. start with the innermost limit, limits 0 to y. So they cannot be the limits of y, they are the limits of x. So we have to integrate with respect to x first, whereas the outer limits 0 to 1, they are the limits of y. So the integral is like this. Whenever we are integrating with respect to x, y is constant, so y is written outside. In curly bracket x dx is written. Usual integration of x square by 2, limits are x equal to 0 to y, upper limit substituted, integration from 0 to 1 and y as it is, dy as it is. Upper limit is y, so y square divided by 2, lower limit is 0, so 0. So it comes out to be integration from y equal to 0 to 1, y cube divided by 2. It is integrated by our usual method, y raised to 4 by 4 into 2 is 8, and then limits are substituted. Lower limit is 0, so we have answer 1 upon 8. Next example, integration from 0 to 1, integration from 0 to y, xy e raised to minus x square dx dy. So understand, here we can integrate with respect to x first or y first, but see what the order is. Since the inner limits are 0 to y, they are the limits of x equal to 0 to y, and then 0 to 1, they are the limits of y. Okay, so integration of x e raised to minus x square, the formula is written integration of e raised to f of x dash of x dx. So in numerator we have minus x square, its derivative is minus 2x. Minus 2x is required, therefore minus 2 is adjusted. Minus 2 is written in the curly bracket, and to cancel that it is written as 1 upon minus 2 outside the integral. Then using the formula, keep the minus 1 upon 2 as it is, integration from y equal to 0 to 1 as it is, y is constant. Then integral of the curly bracket is e raised to f of x, that is e raised to minus x square, and then substitute the limits 0 to y. So we have integration from 0 to 1 y in curly bracket e raised to minus y square, upper limit is y, therefore lower limit is the 0, e raised to 0 is 1, therefore minus 1 dy. Then separate the two integrals. Then again for the first integral use the above formula. For that adjustment is required. E raised to minus y square, its derivative is minus 2y, so minus 2 is adjusted. Then it is integrated using the above formula. So we have 1 upon 4 e raised to minus y square, limits from y equal to 0 to 1, plus half integration of y is y square divided by 2. Then the upper and lower limits are substituted, and the final answer is obtained. It is 1 upon 4e. Understand it?